What I love about cut paper is that there's a spontaneity about it. I start out with a game plan. I usually use tracing paper and I rough out what I want my design to look like. But then once I start actually cutting it out with cut paper, for some reason, just having the scissors in my hand frees me up and I don't feel like I have to follow what I've done, and I just start to have fun. There's a positive negative thing that happens too, where a lot of times I start out cutting one shape of a form and I realize what I'm cutting away is falling away I like a whole lot better, and I reach down and I pick that up and I end up using that as my piece of artwork. It's very immediate. I don't have to wait for it to dry. Other ways that people illustrate would be, watercolor or painting, and I've just always been very impatient, and I'm not patient enough to wait for watercolor to dry. And I'm also very frustrated with watercolor because it does things that aren't predictable. And I have a little more control over my cut paper. I just love the clean edges. For some reason, I get proportions and sizes and shapes of things when I do cut paper that I don't get when I sit down and I paint. I mean, you can imagine what my booth looks like at the end of the day. I have piles and piles of scraps of paper, and sometimes I paw through and I find things that are little hidden gems that I wouldn't have maybe thought of. And then, and then I start to go, well, wait a minute, what if that, what if it was together? What if the plant was growing out of the top of the S? It's just fun. That's all I can say, is that when I start to do things on cut paper, it's a lot of fun.